Hey there, Glenn here from Body Mechanics. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. This is probably one of the longer videos that I've ever done that I'm going to put on Instagram TV, certainly regarding TRX. I think it's one of my favorite pieces of equipment ever. I've been certified with this probably since about 2011, and just to show you a little bit of background about TRX, it's a total resistance exercise. This actually comes from a company in San Francisco called Fitness Anywhere, so most people are probably familiar with TRX. I know suspension training has been out for quite some time, but why I wanted to highlight TRX is because it is all core all the time. It's a full body workout. You can modify it for any position that you need. And I mean, there's so many choices. You can do like over 300 exercises plus using suspension training. If it's using your body weight and gravity to create the resistance, I love this because it's fully adjustable for all of my clients. I have clients in their 70s using this. I have clients in their 50s using this. I have clients in sports teams in their teens using this. So the bonus is by learning how to maximize your body weight, their slogan literally is "made to move." And I'm not a master trainer for I'm not a master trainer for TRX. I'm purely a master trainer for trigger point performance and for ATS. But as a personal trainer, this is one of my favorites. So anyway, I'm going to go into a little bit of instruction in terms of how it works. Hopefully you can see me from there, and just a very, very brief rundown of some of the exercises that you can do. The ones on the floor, I have a feeling they're going to get cut out today, but I'm going to try my best just to see how that goes, and because I'm kind of taping this myself, we'll see how this all works out for my very first taping for a larger segment. Anyway, so you have your suspension trainer. The beauty here, you can say, of the setup is that you have this loop. So even if you only pull one side, it's only going to go so far. That's what we refer to as the equalizer loop. I've got my suspension trainer already tied at the top. The general rule of thumb, even say for your suspension training, is your body is always in a plank position. Right? So to maintain plank, everyone knows what a plank is, but that's how you also maximize resistance of, stabilize through your nervous system and keeping your spine neutral, as well as keeping joints stacked. That's where all those benefits come out of. So you can say from here, general rule of thumb, your notches for your adjustment should always line up, so you never want to see the shifting from side to side. Even pressure on both sides will certainly help maintain that. Again, maintaining plank position and also maintaining tension on your suspension. If you ever have slack, you've lost the resistance, so you're defeating the purpose of the entire exercise. There's so many options that you can do here. Even say for those at home that are looking for a really great way to do exercise out of the comfort of their own home, there are door attachments or anchors. There are ways that you can tie this over rafters. You could use this in parks around trees, hence the term Fitness Anywhere. But as long as you have it tied to something secure, it should be 7 feet high and then hang roughly 6 feet down. That's the general gist of what you're looking for. Suspension trainers have changed models over the past little bit. I was going to say, I think I have kind of a middle model, probably from about, let's say, 3 or 4 years ago now. By pressing the cam buckle and pull the strap up, that's how you can take yourself, you can say, to short length. You just pull the cam buckle down to pull it out. You've got mid-length, which is your double notch, and fully lengthened is in the fully unlocked, I shouldn't say unlocked, but full lengthened position to maximize what you're doing. So, generally speaking, again too, depending if there's a difference in how high it's hung from versus how low, that might change your body angular position depending on what exercise that you're going for. But yeah, I absolutely love this. As I said, if you can maintain plank position through your movements, then you're also maximizing the resistance and optimal performance that you can give for your body. Awesome. Okay, so not sure if there's any other questions on that, but certainly, if you're interested in my suspension class, I actually have a full boot camp suspension training class that I'm actually doing right now in Brampton. I rent space at 2 different locations, so this is one of them. Renting space to help you with a 1-hour full suspended class. It's a boot camp session, essentially, so that everything is almost suspended aside from some cardio drills and a couple other, I use medicine balls for some of my other activities, but just to help you achieve your best in terms of cardio intensities, to certainly push the cardiorespiratory system, to challenge your resistance training, your muscular system, by integrating all that together, essentially, is kind of why high-intensity interval training is also really effective for burning calories. So we try to do the same thing through a really effective workout that encompasses everything. Cool. So, sorry, back to the another point I was going to say that generally most pulling movements are going to be done from a short length position. Most of your arms and shoulders are done from a mid-length position. And then they have what they call calf length, which is basically base of the foot cradle should be mid-calf of your leg. And that's used for any of your lunges facing in, out, or even say anything suspended on the floor with your heels in, toes in. You do exercises facing forward, so everything's in relation to your anchor point. Facing forward, facing out, or even facing sideways. It's all core all the time. So the idea of being in a plank position and maintaining that, as well as whatever you need through your positions. So I'm actually just going to give you a brief little sample here. How am I doing for time? Oh wow, okay. Almost 6 minutes. Fantastic. So yeah, brief little sample here of, you can say, some exercises that you can do. Some of my favorite, let's say for Workout Wednesday, that you can kind of add to your repertoire. If you have a TRX, if you're interested in a group class, then feel free to contact me below, and we can get you started with some suspension training classes. So I'm going to start in a short length position, and you would say, really quick workout, 10 low row. Shoulders are back and down, maintaining plank position, I pull wrist to rib. So now, the lower I go, the more intense or the more of my body weight that I'm actually lifting. I aim for full range of motion with all my reps, maintaining a tight core and keeping my breath. I'm going to do 3 more here. I could go lower, but for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to keep it there for now. So that was my pull. If I go full length and turn it right around, here's my push. So shoulders are back and down, right? Neutral spine, joints stacked. I can pick my level of resistance to make this more intense and go right into 10 chest press. Maintaining a tight core. I'm not wearing shoes, so I'm just praying that my feet aren't going to slip on carpet tile. Chest, shoulder, tricep, and core. My body has to balance between my hands that are working. Awesome. I'm going to swap to a lunge. So a timing adjustment for, say, calf length position. Hard my backside. So 1 foot in, facing out, goes into both suspension straps. Right from here, shoulders right over hip. Hips are stacked. I've got my eye line. Shoulder stays over hip. As I gently bend and drop down, I'm going to aim for 10 reps on each side. So shoulders stay right over hips. Maintaining plank position. Core stays tight throughout. I'm going to do 1 more here. And changing legs. Just in case if you are using shoes, or for those that may have tiny feet, if your feet ever fall out of the loop, there is actually the top triangle that you can also use here. So that will help secure your foot. You may have to go a little lower, but that way you can really focus on maintaining a 90-degree angle. So coming down 90, driving back up. Also working through your balance and coordination. So I actually know, because of an injury on my left side, that this is a little harder for me. I'm going to do 2 more. Awesome. I'm going to do a shoulder bicep combo. So overhand grip, shoulders are back and down. Goes into a Y raise. A little rotation. Into a bicep pull. Maintaining plank the entire time. Still aiming for roughly 10 reps of each. but it's what also makes it a really effective workout is that I haven't stopped moving since I started. So it's going to raise my heart rate as I get slightly shorter breath. I'm going to do 2 more. Plus, we know how hard it is to talk and work out at the same time, right? Okay, this might be a tough one. I'm going to do toes in facing out. And hopefully, you can see me as I come down through here. I'm going to go in for 10 pike lifts, or actually 10 crunches. I'll do crunches first. Those are a little easier for those that are beginners. If I'm further out from my anchor point, that's going to add resistance. My shoulders right over my wrist, shoulders away from the ears, corkscrew your hands in, and then come into plank position. So butt squeezed, flex your feet, feet and knees together, we tuck in and press out. Tuck in and press out. So the entire time, you're holding your plank. As you drive in, reset, and drive in, reset. 4, 3, controlled movement. 2, anybody with back pain shouldn't do this. But we'll find modifications that you can do if you do have back pain. Last one I would probably do, I think it's going to get cut off, would be heels in facing in and going for a bridge. So that would be 10 reps. And that would be a full body workout in the circuit. This is Glenn from Body Mechanics. Have an awesome workout Wednesday.